Here we are on Catalina with Dark Star Prospect, the red Zerg player spawning at the 9 o'clock position, and his opponent is going to be my Insanity's Reynor, the blue Zerg player spawning at the 1 o'clock position. Catalina, we've seen a lot of mutagames in ZVZ on this map, to be quite honest. And Reynor, if I remember correctly, is just one of those guys that really likes to take air control versus other Zergs on Catalina and just kind of force them or prevent them from ever taking a third base. So unless you can kind of sniff it out, then you're gonna have a lot of problems taking that third base. Reynor is usually very active with those mutalisks, sniping creep tumors so that you can't get creep over there. So even if you have hydralisks out, it's very difficult for you to get that third base and keep it alive before it finishes, as you cannot very easily get units over there with Reynor constantly sniping creep tumors and flying around with those mutas and just you know, making your life a whole lot more painless than it necessarily has to be. So, pool opener from Reynor, probably going to be taking an expansion afterwards. His opponent, however, opening with a pool and a gas, and only afterwards is going to be taking that natural, so quick speed certainly will be in the works over here. Reynor, if he was planning to go for some very early attack against his opponent Prospect, will have to step on the brakes with this plan, because this is probably not going to work with the gas already being mined. This is pretty much putting Prospect a little bit behind in terms of economy, but not too much, because the hatchery timing is very similar. Of course, there are some adjustments that he had to make to his build, such as skipping those initial scouting links in order to get everything flowing. But he will have the advantage of map control very early on in the game, and he also will have the option to attack as the first player against Reynor, who, for all intents and purposes, seems like he's going to be playing a defensive game with a gasless opener and 4 queens. Let's see how this works out. Reynor running across the map with these first couple of links, going to try and scout his opponent out. The 2 defensive links being made by Prospect. He's going to try and oh my god, look at this timing! Jesus, this is so nicely done. The scouting links are going to get through anyways, I think. Oh, that was so close, but Reynor did not get too much scouting done anyways. He did see the gas, but I don't think he was able to just click on the gas and see how much has been mined. He did not see the pool working though, so he may have no idea about this link speed coming in. He does build a spine crawler anyways, so maybe I'm underestimating Reynor's scouting abilities here. The drone counts are very similar. Reynor still playing gasless, is going to be relying on queen defense, a couple of links and spine crawlers to keep himself alive, versus what could be a very early attack. In fact, there we have the Baneling Nest going up for Prospect right now, as he's building 10 links or so. He's going to launch his attack very, very soon. There is the attempted block here from Reynor, as he has seen those links trudging across the map. There's the gas is being remined here with the drones of Prospect. 1 queen goes down, and all those links make it inside the main base of Reynor. I don't know if he was entirely expecting this to happen. He did attempt sort of the wall, but loses 2 queens to these links and will be losing workers as well. And we're not even at the Baneling part just yet. There are 2 Banelings morphing in right now. No roaches out just yet for Reynor. And very nice micro we are seeing from Prospect, trying to keep the majority of those links alive. He's going to try and blow up some drones, but there are none to be found over here. Moves very quickly into lair. Reynor opting for a counterattack over here. Not sure if this is gonna work. He will not lose any more drones because there's a spine crawler and a queen here, so those banelings will never make it down the ramp. But with slow lings, how can you even think of counterattacking against speedlings? I have no idea. I mean, there are quite a lot of slow lings here for Reynor, but Prospect does have the advantage of home turf, so he will have faster reinforcements, and he will no doubt have any problems defending this. His lair is done. He's at 41 workers compared to 36 of Reynor. He did clean up all of those banelings finally, but he did take considerable damage in the form of those two queens. Otherwise, this game is still fairly even. But losing those two queens has put Reynor a little bit behind. Now he's moving on into roaches. No doubt Prospect probably wants to move on into Mutalisks. No, actually does not. He goes into roaches of his own, but he does get that third base a little bit faster up than his opponent. Let's see if Reynor reacts to this, if he wants to target down that third base and bring it down somewhat. We already have a defensive baneling at that third, so nice going by Prospect. Just getting that there. No double upgrades so far for Reynor, kind of lacking the gas to do that. Also, the GO4SC2 reconstitution is going to finish way before Reynor's does, as his lair is so much behind his opponents. So I don't know, I kind of have to give the advantage at this point in time to Prospect, as his third base is up quicker. He will, if he continues these run-bys and these attacks at Reynor, he will probably have no problems or no difficulties keeping this alive. Here are some roaches from Reynor. Will he force the cancel, however? Do we have any defending units here for Prospect? He does let the hatchery finish. That could have been a mistake that may end up costing him this game. Here he comes trying to defend this. Reynor backing up with the roaches, kiting against his opponent. GO4SC2 reconstitution finished. So with the speedlings and the speed roaches, these 5 roaches are as good as dead. Here comes the surround, and they will not survive. Reynor trying to take his third base, but with the mobility advantage, the economy advantage for Prospect here, he should have no problems killing this off. Reynor not really in a good spot right now, and +2 attack already queued up here for Prospect. He's getting the +1 carapace down as well. The third base will be denied. It's got too few hit points here for Reynor to do anything about it. He'll have to cancel that. And this only extends Prospect's advantage in this game. Reynor getting caught out of position once again is going to start losing a handful of roaches here. Does push the attack back for the while, but more roaches are in production for Prospect as he's trying to squeeze a little bit of drones here and there as well. 61 drones to 48. Unless Prospect makes the mistake of just feeling too safe and saying to himself, hey, I can squeeze in a couple more drones, then he should have this game in the bag, at least for the time being. There's no doubt in my mind that he will be able to max out way quicker than Reynor. He will have better upgrades, he'll have them sooner on the field. And Reynor has to be very careful. Now that his GO4SC2 reconstitution is finished, he can kind of feel safer because he knows that he will be able to retreat those roaches whenever he feels like it, unless he reacts too late to the opponent's army movement. Couple of spines going down for Reynor as well. For the most part, he really is just trying to safeguard this third base and allow it to come out, but look at this huge army from Prospect moving across the map. Reynor, does he have any idea? He should have seen this army with the Overlord over here and the Overlord over here, but other than that, he's got no map presence, and the third will be going down. Maybe? No, there's a counter-attack. Prospect pulling his entire army back, actually splitting it up, trying to bust the natural base. Not going to work, and he should focus down this third very quickly right now because he's not going to get much done with those roaches. Other than, well, is he going to lose them? He does have a concave over there. On the other side of the map, we have Reynor counter-attacking at the third. And at the natural, he does bring the third down, so that's very nice for him now. Prospect, he has to make a move. He has to make a move. He should get that third base down, or at least try to trade against Reynor's army, as he does have a huge army advantage currently. 100 supply to 63. But if he allows this third base to mine and stay up for a couple more minutes, he will lose that army advantage eventually. He should make a move right now while he has the upgrade advantage and while he has the numbers. He's losing a couple more workers in the main base, but that's not the issue. This is the issue. This is what he really needed to do. And he can even go and try to bust the natural ramp if he so wishes to. He has to be careful not to lose too many roaches, though. He has to build up his advantage, not throw it away. Careful here, Prospect. You better be sure that you will be able to do this. Looks like he is pretty damn sure. Pretty damn sure? No, he's not so sure of himself anymore. So he targets down the Roach Warren. Also a good choice, because now he will be able to muster more roaches, and Reynor will not be able to produce any roaches for the next 60 seconds or so. Still, the economy is in favor of Prospect. His third base will be done again faster than Reynor's. Reynor trying to play catch up the entire game, sort of. All Prospect has to do is defend the third base. No, 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 where are you going? Where are you going? Where's your army? There are only 2 roaches here. Oh my god, cancel the third! No, he does not. He goes in for the defense, tries to envelope Reynor's roaches, tries to get the better positioning. Looks like he will get the better end of this engagement, keeps the third alive, pushes Reynor back. And Reynor still doesn't have a third base. The supply differences are not that great, however. Reynor somehow managed to trade enough units away against his opponent to have equal economy, sort of. If you count this third base up, the drone counts are very similar, and the army supply is actually a little bit in favor of Reynor. And he's also getting tunneling claws on top of having burrow already, so that's just the one upgrade that his opponent is missing. This is an interesting, potentially very dangerous choice for Prospect to make, trying to add on Hydralisks and Hydralisks into the mix, because while he's wasting gas on Hydras, Reynor's Roach army will be getting bigger, and he's also going to start adding on Infestors into the mix. So this could be a winning move here for Prospect. It could also potentially be a game-ending move for him that will force a GG. Again, a second attack here from Reynor. He's going to target down the third once more. He gets it and he retreats. And oh my god, he's going to get the natural, or maybe even the main, potentially, while his opponent is chasing this small divergent group away. Oh my goodness, Reynor, why are you so good? It looked so well for Prospect, but Reynor really pulling back against his opponent. And it's sort of becoming the battle of the thirds here, I think. It's been this way for the couple of previous minutes. I don't see this going anywhere else. Infestor's now being added on by Reynor, and he does have that third up. And once again, Prospect being left with no other choice but to try and knock the third base out. There are no drones there, so he's not going to get any econ damage done, so to speak. But he also cannot bust this ramp very comfortably. He does not have the numbers. And with these Infestors coming out, for Reynor, does he have pathogen glands? Oh my god, he does not, so those Infestors actually will be quite useless to him. One of those goes down, and looks like Prospect successfully has broken defenses of Reynor. What is happening on the other side of the map, however? 2 small groups of roaches killing yet more drones. Did they kill enough? 37 harvesters to 31. Reynor's army supply is dropping, but not dropping fast enough for Prospect. Is Reynor going to be able to hold on? He is forcing these units back, even fighting with the drones. Excellent choice given the situation here for Reynor. Is he going to be able to clean this up? Those roaches are all in the red, almost dead, but so are the drones. 6 drones left for Reynor. He still has the army, but he does not have the economy. Oh my god, are any of these players actually mining? Okay, Prospect will be mining, he will be able to reinforce, he will be able to rebuild. Reynor not so much. This is his last drone. And now he has to, he doesn't have any money. His income is 0, pretty much. He has to attack. And after a crazy game, it looks like Prospect should end up taking this. We have 1 infestor with 1 fungal, I think. Yeah, maybe will be 2 fungals. Reynor, this is your last attempt. Good fungal right there. But yeah, GG called immediately upon seeing the numbers from his opponent. Ho! Prospect showing how he defeated Revolution in the previous round. Just pure skill.